the other day, you recommended to some callers that they should take their required minimum distribution on a monthly basis rather than yearly, like we've always done. We're retired. My husband didn't hear that, and I couldn't explain all of that to him. So if you could review the reasons.
Great question. Thank you, Marilyn. Yeah, so here's the thing. It's kind of like it's the reverse of dollar cost averaging in when you buy a stock or a mutual fund every month on a consistent basis, a little at a time. It is far better to do that buying than buy it all at once and forget about it. Now, you may buy it all at once and the market may be at the bottom and you get in really low, and that's a good thing. But you may buy it at the top and you get in really high and there's little room for it to run up anymore. And when you dollar cost average buying something, the statistic shows that over a 10-year, 20-year period, you always do far better because your average share price is much more stable. Well, like that, when you take your minimum required distribution, I would want to see you do it on a monthly basis, because if you take the money out December 15th every year, or whenever it is you do it, that may be at an all-time high of the market. And you're getting your profits off. That's a really good thing, right? But it may also be at a low of the market. So therefore, you are taking money out of a portfolio that is invested at a very low point. That is going to hurt your portfolio because your financial advisor is going to need to sell certain things in order to make that distribution, and they will be selling them at a low. Now, rather than try to time that, you're far better by taking a little bit every month, and you're going to do a lot better. It's going to help you manage that money better because there's more consistency. It's going to help you with your budget and makes a lot more sense. Now, so that's what I'd like to see everybody do on a regular basis. Now, having said that, this is something that a lot of your financial advisors are going to disagree with. But you should always have some of the money that you're taking on an annual basis, your minimum required distribution, you should always have that in cash. I believe that you should have 2 years at minimum of that amount in cash, so that every time you make a withdrawal, even on a monthly basis, it's coming out of the cash. Well, why do you want to do that? Well, because then it makes it somewhat irrelevant as to where the market is at the time, because you don't need to sell anything in order to take that money. It's far more beneficial. Now, here's the other thing. So now you've got 2 years of money set aside, right? And you're drawing that money. Well, at the same time, I would hope that your investment portfolio, your strategy, is producing dividends and income of all of the things that you own. You should not be reinvesting those things. I know everybody says to reinvest. You should not be reinvesting those. So those dividends and interest also going into the cash account, the money market account. So as you withdraw, it's being replenished over those 2 years on a regular basis with dividends and interest. So probably at the end of the 2 years, you're going to have another year yet to withdraw, and then something that you can sell, maybe something that has profit, to get the other year, so you continually maintain 2 years of cash. So if you follow those things, those practices, I believe, and I don't believe it just because it's a gut feeling. I believe it because history shows that you're going to do far better in maintaining the principal in that account through all different types of economic downturns.